Alright, guys! We back here. My name is Mike Reyes. You already know. Again, thank you very much, guys, for the support on this segment, especially because a lot of people actually think or actually believe in what I'm saying. I don't know why. I don't know why y'all believe what I'm saying. Hindi naman feeling ko nga lahat ng sinasabi ko dito, hindi naman magkakatotoo eh. Pero I still appreciate you guys for viewing the videos, man. Alam niyo yan, for all the segments, quick ISOs, straight up clips, straight up episodes, POVs. May bago tayong quickie. Yeah. I can change the name, don't worry about it. But that was the first thing that popped into my head when I wanted to talk about that Kai Soto issue. So, all the segments, man, but this is one of my favorites because I do this every day and wala akong choice. Sometimes most of the time, my back's against the wall. I have to make a decision. I'm gonna get hate. I'm gonna get like support, but at the same time, some people are like, "Yo, why didn't this guy go number three? Why didn't this guy go number two?" So, but I appreciate everything, all the engagement, all the comments down in the comment section. I appreciate all of you. You already know. And to those who haven't subscribed, what are you doing, man? We're at pick number 4, and you're still not subscribed. Come on, bro, hit that subscribe button. You already know. More basketball content coming your way. And lastly, don't forget to like and follow our Facebook page. We're trying to grow that. Also, the link in the description, nandun yung Facebook page natin, nandun din yung membership natin kasi uncut episodes, early access to full straight up episodes. Everything is there, man. The perks are there. I just talked to Joshua Monzon just a few minutes ago, and it's up sa members only na. So if you want early access, then you gotta be a member of the channel. So just join up. All right. All right. Okay, pick number 4, owned by the NLEX Road Warriors. Yesterday, NLEX din, di ba? Third and fourth belong to NLEX. So yesterday, like what Coach Yang said, they wanted a big man, so we gave them a big man. We gave them Benedict Adamos because, again, I believe he's the perfect fit for that NLEX team. Alright, alam ko, a lot of you believe in Troy Reich, a lot of you believe, someone said James Laput, I don't know why. May mga nagsasabi that Larry Muyang also has a jumper. Hindi naman ako nagdi-disagree eh. Ang sinasabi ko lang, Ben Adamos' range is a little bit farther compared to Larry Muyang. Guys, don't think that if I choose someone, I'm saying this guy is better than this guy. No, this is the draft, guys. It's not always the best available talent. It's not always kung sino yung pinakamagaling. Okay? Because these teams need pieces that can work around their current team. Okay, maybe Terra Firma lang at saka Blackwater siguro yung kailangan nila ng superstar na kukunin nila yung best available talent kasi with whoever is the best available talent, yun yung gagawin nilang cornerstone ng franchise nila. Yung ibang teams naman, the other 10 teams, they already have superstars. They have a core team. So they need pieces that can complement that core, that can complement those superstars. So hindi laging yung pinakamagaling. Alright? Hindi ko sinasabing mas magaling to kaysa dito. No. You gotta fit them all in that team and make sure they get, they gel, they complement each other, and then they get wins. Okay? So at the end of the day, di ba, hindi to top 10. This is the draft, the mock draft. All right, so I just felt Ben Adamos is more fit to be in that Coach Yengyao system. All right, so no hate towards anyone. Okay, okay. All right, fourth pick, NLEX. Coach Yang said again, after that big man sa number 3, they're gonna get the best available talent at number 4. Tama! Tama! Okay. Best available talent. You saw the thumbnail. You saw that I put up 2 shadows or 2 silhouettes. You saw that. At alam ko din namang alam ninyo kung sino yung dalawang yun. Alright, so wag na tayo pasikot-sikot. Best available talent in the draft regardless of position. Right now, ang natira, because wala na si Joshua Monzon, wala na si Jamie Malonzo. You already know, 2 Pinoys that I am excited to watch on the PBA stage. Alright, Calvin Aftana and Alvin Pasaol. These are, to me, are the 2 best talents or 2 best available talents in the draft sa 4th pick sa mock draft natin. Okay, medyo mahirap to. Okay? Because Calvin Aftana is a hooper. Alvin Pasaol is a bucket. So, medyo mahirap to. Sa totoo lang. Kaya talagang nilagay ko sila pareho sa silhouette, sa thumbnail natin eh. Kasi talagang yun lang naman yung decision dito eh. Are you gonna go with an Alvin Pasaol? Or are you gonna go with a Calvin Oftana? And what's funny with these 2 guys pa is, they can both play 3 and 4. Alvin Pasaol is not the tallest, but you know that he knows how to use his body. He knows how to use yung footwork niya is solid. Yung utak niya solid. Yung gulang niya solid. He can play 4. Okay, he's a stretch four pa. He can shoot from the outside. So is Calvin Oftana. Pareho din silang kaya maglaro sa labas. Pareho nilang kaya maglaro sa loob. Pareho silang may shooting. Pareho silang marunong pumasa. This is tough. This is just tough. All right. What are the similarities of Alvin Pasool and Calvin Oftana? Like what I said, can handle the basketball, can shoot from the outside, can go inside, can slash from the outside. So, sky's the limit for both guys. Don't get me wrong. Alam nyo yun. Alam nyo yun. Sky's the limit for both guys. These two have crazy high ceilings when they enter the PBA. All right. So, where does the decision come from on my end? I'm not saying this is Coach Yeng's way of thinking. Wala akong kinalaman doon. Mas marunong siya sa akin. Mas magaling siya sa akin. Ako lang to. Ako lang to. Channel ko to. This is my take on which will fit better or which is a better fit for the NLEX Road Warriors. Okay? So, Alvin Pasool and Calvin Oftana, you can't go wrong. Sa limahan, pag first pick ka, tapos silang dalawa nandun, kahit sino kunin mo doon, may chance ka manalo. Alright? Sa limahan, sa kanto. Alright? Ngayon, sa PBA, NLEX. Talking about NLEX, solely NLEX. Calvin Oftana and Alvin Pasool, I covered both guys. Okay? Alvin Pasool, I covered season 81. Actually, yung one game na kinover ko nung season 81, hindi pa ako regular analyst nun sa UAP. Season 82 pa ako naging regular. The one game that I covered was UEFEU. So, Alvin Pasool yung kinover ko nun. And then, pinapanood ko naman si Alvin Pasool even sa 3x3. Nakalaban ko rin siya sa MPBL. Sister teams kami sa MPBL. So, nakikita ko siya doon. Nakakasama ko siya sa practice. And then, on the other side, Calvin Oftana, I watched grow before me. Like, when he first got into San Beda, pamalit lang siya. Kay JV Mocon, athletic lang siya. Spark off the bench lang siya. And then, to last season na naging MVP siya, I'm a big believer of Calvin Oftana. So, no doubt there. I always said that if not for 30 Ravenna, diba, he would have been the best college player last season. Okay? So, Calvin Oftana and Alvin Pasool. Ito lang yung nakikita ko. The only thing that will make me choose one over the other is the NLEX team na meron na. Okay? Alvin Pasool. Okay, sasabihin ko na lang muna sino pipiliin ko. Alright, so with that NLEX team that you have Kiefer Ravena, Kevin Alas, Mike Ayon, Jericho Cruz, Ben Adamos, kasi pinili natin siya kapon, JR Kinyahan, Raul Soyud, Mike Miranda, those guys, you have a core team. You have Kiefer Ravena, who is obviously the alpha of that team, him and Kevin Alas, and Jericho Cruz, that big three. Sila yung talagang, kumbaga, sila yung mga superstar. Okay, and I've said this in a couple of videos when I talk about Calvin Oftana. Calvin Oftana is the perfect guy to play with fellow superstars. Okay? So there you go. Sinabi ko na din eh. So, I will pick Calvin Oftana over Alvin Pasool at this stage in the draft. Relax guys ha. Alam kong magaling si Alvin Pasool. Relax. Ito yung explanation ko. Okay? Calvin Oftana, like what I was saying about Calvin, like MVP siya, but he came off the bench. Okay, he came off the bench. He was the MVP of San Beda, but you can't say that he was the only weapon of San Beda. No. Sobrang daming complementary pieces around Calvin. Actually, I felt like Calvin was actually a complementary piece dun sa core nila. Kasi the ball was mostly with Evan Nelly. James Kekwete was a crazy scorer. Donald Tanco was a force inside. Entering season 82, he wasn't supposed to be the MVP. He wasn't, bro. But he was a superstar in that role off the bench that he just produced. Like if you watched him on Straight Up, sobrang hindi niya iniisip yung score niya, hindi niya iniisip yung stats niya. What he was saying, yung quick ISO ko, which na-record ko na yun, next week lalabas, he was already saying na he preferred coming off the bench. Bakit? Nanunood daw siya pag nasa bench siya. Sinabi rin niya to sa Straight Up eh. He would watch yung first few minutes na nasa bench siya. Tinitignan niya kung ano yung kulang nung team. So what I'm trying to say is, he's not the type of player na kukunin mo and ikaw yung magiging savior ng franchise namin. No. He would complement whoever is there. Because Calvin Oftana is so versatile. He can pass, he can shoot, he can rebound, he can defend, he can run the floor. He can do all those things that relax lang siya sa bench. Tinitignan niya ano yung kulang. Energy, depensa ba? Kailangan ba ng scoring punch? Kailangan ba ng facilitator? So whatever you need, you can bring him in and then that's what he's gonna provide. What I was saying na Calvin Oftana is perfect for a team like NLEX because at the end of the day, Kiefer Ravena, Kevin Alas, and Jerry Kenyan will still be the focal point or the focal points of the offense. Calvin Oftana will like his transition or his entry into that team will be so seamless. Like, sobrang walang magbabago sa team. Yun pa din yung core mo. And then you add a Calvin Oftana that can provide like different aspects or different factors into your team. That's crazy. That's a crazy plus for NLEX. Compared to an Alvin Pasaol, who in UE was tasked to lead and carry the team on his back. Yung skill set ni Alvin Pasaol, volume. Let's face it, volume si Alvin Pasaol. Alvin Pasaol, like, bibigyan mo siya ng time on the floor, bibigyan mo siya ng touches, bibigyan mo siya talaga ng plays na talagang siya yung focal point. Because that's when Alvin Pasaol's game really blossoms. Yung talagang sa 3x3 talagang bibigyan bola kay Alvin, bala ka na. Didiskarte si Alvin. Ganun kagaling si Alvin Pasaol naman in that regard. Na talagang, man, like, he can really be someone you can rely on and you will rely on na pwede siyang first, second, third option talaga ng opensa mo. Yun lang yung difference. Calvin kasi talagang kahit anong kailangan mo, kaya niyang bigay eh. 'Di ba? Si Alvin ba, kaya mo na, sabihin mo na, oh, depensa mo si ganyan. Hindi. 'Di ba? Alvin Pasaol is a bucket. Alvin Pasaol is a bucket getter. That's it. Like, he will get bucket. He dropped 49 on Lasal. They didn't win. Actually, tambak sila nun eh. But for you to drop 49 against Mayhem, against Ben Mbala, that's crazy. So, he's a bucket. Alright? And I just feel, for a team like NLEX, they already have bucket getters, okay, you need a complementary piece, a superstar in that role. Kaya ako lang pinili si Calvin Oftana over Alvin Pasol. Alright, don't hate me. I know we have a lot of Alvin Pasol fans in this community. So, just for the team na NLEX, tas yun yung pagpipilian ko, Calvin Oftana tayo. Kasi yun yung sakto to eh. If I was picking for Blackwater, if I was picking for Terra Firma, if I was picking for maybe Northport, yun yung mga bottom 3 teams, di ba? Then maybe I would have gotten an Alvin Pasaol. Kasi kailangan ko ng tao na maaasahan ko na talagang, uy, kailangan natin ng puntos. Alvin, di ba? Like, dumiskarte ka na. Pero yung team na NLEX na malakas na, may pieces na, may core na, and then you add a Calvin Oftana whom admittedly says, I prefer coming off the bench. Kasi kung ano man ang kailangan ng team ko, yun ang provide ko. Calvin Oftana doesn't come into a game and like brings the same game every game. He's like a Scotty Thompson, to be honest with you. Kung ano man ang kailangan, yun ang ibibigay ko. Si Alvin Pasaol comes into games knowing that he's gonna drop 30, or at least he's gonna try to drop 30. He's gonna try to drop 40. That's the difference between Calvin and Alvin. Both ceilings are up there. Both ceilings are crazy high. But for this specific pick, for NLEX, number 4, I'm going with Calvin Oftana, man. So, my bad to all the Alvin Pasaol fans. I hope you understand kung bakit nag-Calvin Oftana ako. I hope you understand. All right, strengths and weaknesses of Calvin Oftana. Strengths, and dami. Like, he can shoot from the outside. His jumper is actually more efficient now and more consistent. Kasi nga, hindi naman siya nagpipilit eh. He takes those jumpers pag open. He doesn't really have moves na Actually, may step back jumper din siya. Pero he doesn't look for those moves. Like, it just happens. Part of the play, part of the set, and then it just happens. Pero, he's not yung pipilitin niya. No, 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 no. So, he can score, he can rebound, he can run the floor. He's athletic as hell. He was a former volleyball player. Okay, so he's athletic. He can really jump. He can defend. His length is crazy. So, kaya niyang, di ba, supalpal and all those things. So, athleticism, check. Skills, check. He can run the floor. He can handle the basketball. He can facilitate for you. Like, he has crazy vision. I've always said this. There were times during the season nung San Beda siya na they would give him the basketball top of the key tapos siya yung magdedesisyon. Like, he was also a facilitator in that team. Lahat nga ng kailangan mo, kaya niyang ibigay. Honestly, lahat ng kailangan mo, kaya niyang ibigay. A weakness though, that I have been public about, na sinasabi ko talaga to, na na-disappoint ako sa kanya nung finals nila, was, he's not that assertive. Like, yun na nga eh, hindi nga siya magpipilit. Kumbaga, nung finals kasi, they were looking for a guy to take over. And I was just looking at Calvin because I know that he was the best possible option na talagang take over ka na Calvin. Kasi MVP ka eh. Pero hindi nga yun yung personality niya. That's why I think Calvin Oftana, or I believe Calvin Oftana, is in the mold of a Scotty Thompson. Put Scotty Thompson in a team na siya dapat ang magdadala. Kunyari sa PBA, lagay mo siya sa Terra Firma, may hirapan si Scotty. Scotty is a superstar. Don't get me wrong. Oh my gosh, to all Hinebra fans and to all Scotty Thompson fans, don't cancel me, please. Understand what I'm saying. He's a superstar. Okay, he's a superstar. In that role, he can carry the Terra Firma. He can carry a weak team. But, hindi siya ganyan na talagang like one of the best players in the league. Why? Because he has a Stanley Pringle, he has a Japit Aguilar, he has an Eli Tenorio, 'di ba? Na talagang he can just focus on kung ano man ang kulang. But if you ask Scotty, yan din ang sinabi ni Coach Olsen dun sa straight up episode namin. Ang tinitignan lang niya kay Scotty nung ida-draft na nila siya was hindi siya ganun ka-assertive. He was passive. Sinabi ni Coach Olsen yun. Sinabi ng Hinebra yun. Okay.
Masyado siyang
Passive.
pasa ng pasa, oo, or passive, hinahayaan niya, di ba? But hanggang ngayon naman yun pa rin ang tingin ng tao sa kanya minsan, di ba? Masyado siyang mahiyain, di ba? But you know, he has a lot of strengths that you know yung kanyang scoring is not at the top. So he can still he can still help the team through other ways, diba? Like his rebounding, yung movement niya, his passing, his ball handling. So maraming bagay.
It was good for their team also na makakuha sila ng Swiss knife. So, I believe that Calvin Oftana is the best guy to pick if you need a franchise player, if you need a guy who will carry the offensive load. Calvin and Scotty may not be the best pick. Alvin Pasool would be a better pick. But for a team with superstars, Scotty Thompson, just pumasok lang si Scotty doon. Tapos suddenly, Hinebra became Hinebra again. NSD sila ulit na parang, wow, we have a franchise. We have the face of the franchise. The face of the franchise of Hinebra, the same way the face of San Beda were actually both complementary players. Like, they came into that team, they got into that team na hindi sila savior. Di ba, Scotty nga nakaupo pa ng first few games, di ba? Tapos nakita nila na, uy, grabe yung plus-minus ni Scotty, gamitin na natin si Scotty, and then boom, tuloy-tuloy na yung career niya. Ganon din si Calvin, when he got into San Beda, hindi naman siya MVP kagad eh. Hindi naman siya Joshua Munzon na, oh, Josh, kunin mo na yung bola. Hindi naman siya Stanley Pringle eh. So, when he got into San Beda, he was actually a role player, playing behind JV Mokol, playing behind those guys. Even during his MVP season, he was playing behind those guys na off the bench lang siya. So, inuulit-ulit ko lang kasi baka hindi nyo maintindihan yung sinasabi ko. Baka sabihin nyo, hindi ka nagagalingan kay Scotty Thompson. Like, get out of my channel. If you're a casual and you're gonna give me that bullshit, get out of my channel. Okay, this channel is for players or for people or for hoop junkies, all right, who understand the game. If you don't understand the game, at least be open to what I'm saying. Okay, Calvin Aftana is in the mold of a Scotty Thompson. You need to surround him with superstars to be, kumbaga, to reach his full potential and to really bring his game out. So that's the only reason why. Kaya nga, so if that's a weakness para kay Calvin na hindi siya ganun ka-assertive, it could also be a strength because sa NLEX ka nga pupunta na you're just gonna, kumbaga, you're gonna play behind the superstars. And then you're gonna be a superstar in that role. So, the only weakness nga na nakikita ko kay Calvin nung nasa San Beda siya, wala na, hindi na siya weakness. Yun din yung rason kung bakit pinili ko siya over Alvin Pasaol It's because of that weakness. So, ngayon, wala na. Like, he's just perfect for NLEX. He's perfect for NLEX. I could see it already na. You have Kiefer, you have Kevin, Jericho, Mike Ion will come in sa tatlong yon. And then you have Calvin Oflana at the 4, subbing out JR Kinyahan. And then Raul Soid, Mike Miranda, Ben Adamos at the 5. Coach Yeng, kung kailangan mo ng assistant coach o ng scout, alam mo na. Joke lang. Joke lang. Pero like, look at that lineup though. Kiefer, Kevin, Jericho, Ayon, Calvin Oftana, JR Kinyahan, Ben Adamos, Mike Miranda, Raul Soyud. Woo! Mikey Reyes' NLEX is gonna compete. My NLEX would be a force in the league. So there you have it, man. Like, that's the only reason why I'm picking Calvin Oftana over Alvin Pasool. And to those who disagree, my bad. But to those who agree, if you know, you know. If you didn't, now you know. By the way, guys, yesterday or last night, I'm gonna say this like I'm gonna give it to you straight. A PBA coach, a PBA head coach messaged me. Walang lokohan. A PBA head coach messaged me and told me that he was watching the channel and he was curious about Ben Adamos kasi Ben Adamos yung kapo na pinag-uusapan natin and he was curious about Ben Adamos. He was asking me about anong tingin ko dito sa player na to, anong tingin ko sa player na to, anong tingin ko sa player na to, and who would be a better fit for their team. I'm not saying that it matters to him. I'm not saying that he's gonna follow my pick. Pero guys, the people who support this channel, like, this is a big win for us because even the greatest of minds in the basketball world or in the basketball community here in the Philippines somewhat put weight on what we're saying here. So na-pressure ako nung tinanong niya sa akin. Like, for real, I was playing my Warzone. It was the nighttime na-post ko na yung kay Soto. Tapos na ako, kumbaga, libre na ako buong gabi. Naglalaro na ako ng Warzone ko. This head coach messages me and then just puts me on the spot and I had to answer him. I had to give him my honest take about the players that he was looking at or he's looking at. So that's a win for us, man. That's a win. And I just want to thank everyone who supports this channel and may mga nanonood sa atin na mga legit quality people who actually believe in what I'm trying to say. And to the head coach that messaged me, please don't take my word for it. Please, kinakabahan ako to be honest. Kasi, tas nakakatawa pa doon. When we ended the conversation, I gave him my take. I answered all his questions. Sabi pa niya, oh yeah, don't worry about it. For sure, I'm gonna hit you up again right before the draft. Medyo kinakabahan ako. So, dun sa mga players na binenta ko dun sa coach na to or dun sa team na to, huwag niyo ako papahiyain ha. Kasi kinabahan ako. Low-key. Like, high-key kinabahan ako. So, yeah, that's just a big win. And I appreciate coach. I appreciate the people who support this channel. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, that's our fourth pick. Endlex, Calvin of Tana. Tomorrow, fifth pick tayo for Rain or Shine. That's gonna be a crazy discussion. Actually, iniisip ko na nga sino lalagay ko sa Rain or Shine eh. But Coach Kaloy said they needed a guard, I think. A guard or a wing. Kasi kakakuha lang nila kay Bradwin Ginto daw. So meron na silang big man. So guard or wing na daw sila. Best available guard na meron sa draft. So that's gonna be a good discussion. So yeah, hit the describe. Ganun ako kawindang dahil doon sa coach na nagtanong sa akin kung anong tingin ko. Hit the subscribe button. Alright, for more basketball content, for more of this series as we continue to go dito sa ating mock draft. Alright, there you go. This has been Mike Reyes. By the way, guys, don't forget to hit our Facebook page. Like and follow the Facebook page. Alright, the link is down in the description. Alright, so there you have it. The name is Mike Reyes. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Peace and love, and I'm gonna see y'all in tomorrow's video.